if I'm going through a step and you're not following it, you guys have to let me know, because if we keep moving forward, then you're going to be lost, because the questions that you're asking are things that we actually just did on the screen. So if we're doing something on the screen and you're not following, tell us so we can stop. Because if you miss steps, everything we do after that is not going to work for you. And you can't go to office hours and fix this, and I'm not going to be here this week for office hours. So you need to put somebody on your team and ask them to give you the instructions for the second record type page layout. So now that we have both of them assigned, we need to go ahead and create an item. Well, first we want to edit your inventory item so that we can see the new page layout. Go ahead and click on your inventory item that you already have created. Go into the record. And the reason why we're taking a step back is because we didn't create the record types before we created all of our fields. So let's go ahead and on the drop down on your inventory item, look for change record type and select your vehicle record type and click save. I'm going to do that again because I want to do it for my other inventory item as well. Click on your inventory item. Right now, this doesn't have a record type assigned to it. So Salesforce is not going to know which page layout to show. So click the drop down and click change record type and make sure it says vehicle. Now it says vehicle, hit save. And then go back to your inventory list view. Now I have all my data updated. I can see that this inventory item was created, the type is vehicle. This inventory item was created, the type is vehicle. So now let's create an accessory record. Hit new, select accessory, and click next. So see, now we're seeing the new page layout that we created. We don't have any fields yet because we haven't created any fields for this record type. But we will. So we're going to hit save here. And now we see the record type for accessory. So now our app makes sense. If a user were to go in and create a new car inventory item and they hit new and they click vehicle, they're going to see the page layout for vehicle because we assigned the vehicle to the record type for vehicle. We assigned the vehicle page layout to the record type for vehicle. Does that make sense? Our record types, when we click inventory and you hit the new button, these are your record types. These are the types of inventory that we have. For Cog and Acura, we only have two types, vehicle and accessory, right? The record type page layouts are going to tell us what the user sees when they select one of these options. So record types and page layouts are related. They're tied closely together. They depend on each other, right? When you click on record type, you have to tell the computer, you have to tell Salesforce, what do you want the person to see when they click on that record type? So when I click on vehicle, I want to see fields related to vehicles. When I click on accessory, I want to see fields related to accessories. I'm going to be really confused if I click on accessory and it's asking me if I want a new or used car. Because I'm going to say, I don't want a car at all. I want a keychain, right? Or if I go to accessory and I just see keychain, oil change, I'm going to say, I'm here to buy a car. Why in the heck am I seeing oil change when I'm looking for a car? So, Louise, go to your inventory object. Oh, you found it? Go to your inventory object and click on page layouts and tell me if you see two page layouts. Because what could have happened is you probably didn't make it available to your profiles.
So you're saying click on setup, or like on what the page that you're on right now, look?
So this is the error that Louise is getting, guys. It's saying she doesn't have access to the inventory record types. So when she created her record types, she probably forgot to select the field that assigned it to her profile. So she can't see it. She doesn't have access to it. So we have to troubleshoot this. Anybody else getting this error? Okay. So the question I was asking you, Luis, is when you go to inventory and you click record types, what do you see on this screen?
1 second. I see accessory and vehicle.
Okay. So now we know that you have both record types in your org, so that's not the issue. So let's go and check in on the back end and just make sure that our permissions are set properly when we created them. We just need to make sure that that's available to us. And then the last thing that we'll do is just make sure that you don't need to refresh your page. Okay. So let's go to home and let's click profiles. We just want to make sure that on the back end you have access to that object, because that record type. Because when we create a new record type, they're going to ask you. You have to check all those boxes and say, make this record type available to these profiles. If you don't do that, then people are not going to see it.
Okay.
So when we start, it's an easy mistake to make, so don't worry about it. I'm showing you how to fix it.
Okay.
But we want to look for the system admin profile. I just clicked on S because I have a lot of them in here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just take a look at it. So here, this is your system. This is your profile page. We haven't gotten to this yet, but here is where you tell Salesforce what you want people to be able to see and not see. So like if I didn't want people to see like the account object, I can make it so that they can't see it. Right? I can make it inaccessible to them by editing these different sections in here. So here you see how we see custom object layouts. We can see the different assignments. We can see our field level security and what's available. We can edit, our tab views and our record type settings here. So we created the vehicle inventory object. So let's go to the section that says record type settings. Louise, do you see the same screen as me?
Yes.
Okay, good. So let's go down to where it says custom record type settings and let's click edit.
Oh.
And let's just make sure you have access to them. They should both be on here. If you have inventory over here, you're not going to see it. Is that the case?
Yeah, it was that vehicle was not pushed over. Yeah.
Correct. That's the issue.
And then for default, then, do we make it vehicle or accessory then?
Mine's is, I just put vehicle. It doesn't matter. Pick one.
Okay.
And then hit save.
Got it. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
So now you should have access to it. So try that step again. So all this stuff that we're doing right now, it's really good stuff for you guys to know. You'll learn it along the way, but we're just troubleshooting. Like if you ever ran into this issue and we weren't in class and you ended up, getting an error like the one we just saw, and you don't know what the heck this is, you can just Google it, right? You could say, I got an error in Salesforce that says I don't have access to a record type. If you type that into Google, 1 million people will have answers to how to do what we just did. It's going to say, make sure that it's shared to the profile. So go to the profile and make sure that you can actually see it as the system admin. You're the system admin. If you created that record type and you forgot to make it available to you, then you have to go in the back end and make it accessible to you. But I'll tell you, I deal with this kind of stuff every day. I work on all types of consulting projects, and sometimes I forget this or that or whatever the case may be, and I have to go back and troubleshoot it. It's not, it's not specific to the fact that you guys are new. We all go through this. You just have to know when you hit an error, what are the steps to troubleshoot? And Give me 1 second, guys. We're after 10:30, so I just want to make sure I don't have another meeting starting. So I wanted to make sure, because what we're studying right now is super core to your understanding of Salesforce in general. I wanted to walk through this example and then give you guys the chance to go through the case study and complete all the steps that I just skipped. And those steps will allow you to get some more training on this. So understanding how record types are related to page layouts is super important, because this is just stuff that you're going to be doing all the time once you become a system admin or an application developer, or whatever your path ends up being. So in our workbook, if you start on page 47, we're going to do the same process again, but for the opportunity object. So I'm going to add that as your homework, and you guys can step through that. And then that'll give you a little bit more experience. Yeah, I don't have a meeting, so I have like 20 minutes.
Selena, please, could you please explain me the page layout assignment, the edit assignment?
Yeah, I won't have time because the class is over. But if you guys go over to page 47, here it's going to walk you through creating that custom page layout again. So for homework, I want you guys to start on page, because we're going to create that relationship field. Create pick lists and field dependencies. I think you guys did this already. Did you guys do this homework assignment, the create pick list and field dependency one? That's in the case study?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, good. So you want to start for the next class, like right over here where it says relationship fields. So I want you to go do the relationship fields on page 45 to the end of the workbook. And I think that was Vidya, to your question, it's going to review everything that we just did with record types and page layouts, but for another object. So you'll have a chance to, everything we just did in class, you will practice it again if you go through the rest of this case study.
Okay.
And then if you have questions, just email me, but it'll allow you to go a little bit slower at your own pace.
Okay.
I'm going to add it here to week 4, sorry. Next week, you guys will get your group final project, and we'll be doing data management.
Daniela, that link in week 3 is still missing in the mobile app.
Oh, that's just Trailhead. Did you pull it up in Trailhead?
No.
Okay, give me 1 second. So this one is
one is already assigned in week 4, Selena.
Which one? I know. Didn't you say the link was missing?
That's for the week 3. It just says mobile app there. But this is already assigned in week 4.
I thought you just mentioned that the link was missing for the mobile application one. Is that not what you
But
said?
that's in week 3.
Yeah, because we reviewed this in class. You mean this one here?
Yeah.
This was part of the case study. This.
Oh, okay.
There was no link. It was just, that was just the topic that we reviewed. Remember when we downloaded the mobile app
Yeah, simulator. Yeah.
simulator? Yes, and we tested our app. That's what that was.
Okay.
And then the homework assignment, that's why there's nothing in there. It was just a title because it's in the case study. And then
Okay.
this one is, so that was classwork. And then the homework that we got for last week, that's what I thought you meant. I thought you meant that this one, where is it? This one, I thought you said this one was missing the Trailhead link. So that's why I was looking for the link, but it's there. I thought maybe I forgot to put it in. So this here will just give you more experience on like updating that mobile application so you know how to do it. All right. Anything else? Do you guys feel like you're understanding it more and understanding how the objects are working in the relationship?